when do worries exist?
Are you scared?
When you are still alive and breathing and bodily, right? Right? And that's how we are born. Worried, afraid, insecure. Little, if you take biology as nature, then it is natural to suffer. But those who have known have told us that biology is not what you call as natural. The word natural, as is used commonly in the English language, is misplaced. If you go to Sanskrit, Sanskrit will say this physical nature, this biological nature is Prakriti. And true nature is Swabhav. English language unfortunately has only one word, nature. So it gets very confusing. You start calling the body as natural. The body is not natural. The body is merely prakritik. Nature is something else. Nature is not perceivable. Nature is empty and very full of joy only. So we are born crying. We are born crying. That is biological nature. Suffering is inherent in our genes, in our DNA. And that's how we live.
But suffering is not frightness.
Of course it is. I mean, anything that troubles you, just call it suffering. There is no need to dissect it too much.
It's good to look on suffering, but frightness has no use.
Is it possible to not to be afraid and still suffer? It's not possible.
You think so?
Of course. It's not a matter of even thought. Fear is the thought, the perception that you might lose something. And what else is suffering? The perception, the feeling that something is at stake, that something is being hurt, wounded, or taken away. Fear and suffering go together. They can't be differentiated. But if you're talking of pain, that is a different matter.
I talk about pain.
That's a difference. Of course. Then there is a difference.
Yeah.
So, man is born crying. And the wails only grow louder as man moves through life. And then there is death. Why was man born? To cry all his life and then perish? If you look at the whole thing, then maybe something about death will appear. Death is a point in time, right? That's what you call as the incidence of death. And life you call as a stretch in time. Isn't time an opportunity then for change, real change? Time is anyway defined as change in space. Isn't time also an opportunity for genuine change before time ends for the physical organism and the moment of death arrives? Isn't time an opportunity to move into the timeless? And if one hasn't done that before his physical death, hasn't he just wasted his life? One can live rightly, one can live wrongly. Physical death anyway arrives. Why not taste what it means to live rightly before death arrives?
Good opportunity.
Good opportunity.
Yeah.
As we are constantly longing for change. As we are constantly longing for change. And this situation must disappear. That's what is called as genuine change. What we usually ask for is superficial change. Why? Because even if we change, we still want more change. So that is no change at all. Those who have known have said, change a final time. Change the last time. Such that you are never again required to change. If the teaching is that no change is needed and remain as you are. It's a very, very poisonous teaching. Because as you are turbulent and always crazy for change. You must be told that you need one final change. And it's then a dimensional shift. The kind of change that we are accustomed to is, I'm here, then I move here, then I get here, then I get here, then I get here. But whatever I do, it's all in the same dimension. Real spiritual change is when you see that all this is just so stupid. And that seeing elevates you. Now the sky is yours. And in the sky there are no boundaries or points or demarcations. So you can keep flying freely in the sky of no change. A lot of change is happening. You are flying freely. Yet there is no change because sky is infinite. In infinity, no point can have any location. And yet there can be a lot of changeless change. On the earth, in your finite dimension, this is not okay, this is not sufficient, let me have that, let me accomplish that. And having done all of that, you are still thirsty.
So in the desert, you go up to another dimension.
You see that, huh? Come on. Not nice to play this game. This game will consume me. I will end. This game will never end. I better opt out.
So you have any suggestions how it works?
If you can really see
Yeah.
that there is a blemish on your forehead, some dust, some dirt, and the mirror shows you that. After that, does the mirror also need to advise you what to do next? Here's a mirror. The mirror has shown us where we stand and who we are. What bigger and better suggestion do you need? If I now make a suggestion, it would be an imposition. It would be an unnecessary authority. Why take that?
So would you say that change, you say you're longing for that one change, would you say it happens gradually, or would you be like, boom, it happened?
Both possibilities are there. It depends on you. If you are someone who likes things gradual, it will happen gradually for you. If you are someone who is bold enough to just jump into cold water, it can happen instantaneously for you. Both are there, and both things have happened historically as well.
And how do you know when it's happened?
You lose a lot. You lose a lot. So it feels light. No divine sparkles from me. I'm sorry. Very simple thing it is. You feel okay. Have you ever had a headache? How does it feel after the headache? That's enlightenment. The head is still there. The head hasn't rocketed away to the heavens. The head is still there, very much on your shoulders. It's just that the head is not aching anymore. You see, this side of the road, there are so many cafes. The kind of change that we are accustomed to is cafe hopping. I'm in this cafe, then for a change I go to that cafe, and then that cafe, and then that cafe. Doesn't matter which cafe I go to, I remain this side of the road. And then that side of the road there is the Ganga. A point comes when you are tired of cafe hopping, then you just plunge into the Ganga. That's liberation.
Ganga has not changed.
Because it keeps changing all the time.
Yes, yes.
You can't take a picture of the Ganga
No,
and ever find Ganga that way. Would it be possible?
But
That's the thing with the absolute as well. You
someone,
can't picturize it.
someone said to me, Rishikesh is here because Ganga is here.
That's true. And Ganga is here because the invisible source of the Ganga, Shiv, pervades everything. That's how the world is, you know. There is that and there is this. And both are very, very proximate. You can decide where you want
Where
to
you
be.
want to
Hmm? That's Rishikesh, that's also the
be. It's
world.
not so easy almost to find what you want,
Yes.
where you want to be really, and
But the remembrance that wherever that is, this too is near to that
to the,
is important. Hmm? Which means one has power, one has choice, one has the capability to leave that and be somewhere else.